Another powerful storm is churning now. Zeta hit the Yucatan as a hurricane last night, slammed resorts around Tulum, and heavy rain and wind, and over land weakened to a tropical storm. Now, as they do over water, Zeta is getting stronger again, taking aim again at the Gulf South and potentially Louisiana, a state that's already been battered by 2 hurricanes this year and 6 tropical systems total, just Louisiana. Then in America, 11 named storms have hit land. Zeta will be 12. That's never happened, never that we know of. Forecasters expect it to come ashore tomorrow. We have 2 reports. Morgan Chesky live in Zeta's path. First, NBC's Miguel Almaguar in Chino Hills, California, where the Blue Ridge fire is raging.
Hey, Shep, good evening. It's been another fluid 24 hours here in Southern California. In this neighborhood, firefighters are conducting structure protection. You can see in the distance here, this wildfire continues to kick out of control, and it's not far from a subdivision in the Irvine area. It's been a cat and mouse game for firefighters over the last 24 hours. As you mentioned, they're really battling these powerful Santa Ana winds that yesterday reached upwards of 96 miles per hour. That's the strength of a Category 2 hurricane. Firefighters have been trying to battle both the winds and these fires that continue to kick up in these neighborhoods. The good news, no major structures, no subdivisions have been lost. The bad news, these winds are going to be a pest for firefighters over the next couple of hours here. But the good news is by tomorrow, they should have subsided. It's been a dangerous day here, though, not just in Southern California, but also in the northern end of the state, where yesterday they cut power to about 1 million people trying to prevent down power lines. And in fact, we should mention it's down power lines that likely sparked this fire here in Southern California. What a day for firefighters up and down this state as they battle those blazes and those powerful winds. Shep, back to you.
Miguel, thank you. Morgan Chesky now ahead of Hurricane Zeta, or what will be that, in New Orleans. Morgan?
Yeah, Shep, as soon as we touched down, our phones went off. A storm surge and a hurricane warning now in place for this area until the worst of Zeta has passed. And it really is incredible to think, but amidst this unprecedented storm season in all the wrong ways, somehow the city of New Orleans has been spared the worst. We watched Hurricane Laura, Hurricane Delta veer to the west and hit the Lake Charles area, then saw Hurricane Sally pivot to the east and hit Alabama. But as of right now, the current course of Zeta is on a direct path for New Orleans, or at least a definitive glancing blow. And that brings a serious cause of concern here. This city always vulnerable to storms, but especially more so with this one, because one of the 4 major turbines that powers the pumps that drain the city has been taken offline. Now, this happened again over the summertime, and just had a regular rainstorm cause significant flooding in neighborhoods that otherwise would have been kept dry. And so for people that live outside that protected area where that doesn't even exist, there is a lot of apprehension ahead of this approaching storm.
The Gulf of Mexico is 5-6 miles from here. The only thing between us and the hurricane's God. You know, that's basically it.
As of right now, Tropical Storm Zeta marching towards us right now at about 16 miles an hour, packing winds around 65 miles an hour. That's expected to increase anywhere from 80 to 85 miles an hour when it makes landfall very close to where I'm standing. And Shep, the danger stretches all the way to Tennessee, where those damaging winds could also cause destruction there. Shep?
Morgan Chesky live in the Big East. Shep Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.